Good, happy Sunday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Politics right here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started. First up, AG, former state rep, sold marijuana to other lawmakers. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
St. Mary's Bank has been putting New Hampshire families first. As the nation's first credit union, our values haven't changed, but the times have. From mortgages and auto loans to mobile banking solutions, we deliver all the services and technologies you need for the way you live today. We work for the individuals, families, and businesses that make up our membership, not some distant stockholders. We always have and we always will. Bank with the nation's first credit union, St. Mary's Bank.
Shelley Tasker has pled not guilty to several felony charges. This report says no further criminal charges will be brought against Tasker and no charges will be made against the lawmakers named. 5 elected leaders are named in the Attorney General's report, but it says none will face charges because the evidence is insufficient to prosecute them. In March, Kyle Tasker was arrested for online solicitation of a minor and possession with intent to distribute controlled drugs. WMUR first reported that evidence found at his home showed he had sold drugs to other members of the House.
I'm just really concerned about it. I think it is deeply concerning that any elected official would engage in this kind of behavior, and I think the voters should hold them accountable.
The Attorney General's office says Pamela Tucker of Greenland, the former Deputy Speaker of the House, bought marijuana once and marijuana elixir on another occasion. The report says she told investigators they were for medicinal reasons. Joseph LaChance of Manchester allegedly bought marijuana from Tasker several times to treat his PTSD and brought friends to do the same. The report says Amanda Bolden, also of Manchester, used pot with Tasker in his car and recalled a conversation about a big drug purchase he made in Lancaster. Investigators say Sanbornville Representative Ted Wright bought marijuana to help his wife's battle with breast cancer. And Plastow Representative Shem Kellogg was named, but he died of cancer in June and was never interviewed. The House Speaker and Governor are confident voters will have their say in November.
All elected officials in New Hampshire take an oath of office, and this is a very serious transgression, and I'm very deeply concerned about it, and I hope the voters will take this very seriously.
The lawyer for State Representative Amanda Bolden says in part, Amanda did not buy drugs from Tasker. In fact, she never even inquired about buying drugs from Tasker, not once. The other lawmakers did not respond to our requests for comment. Medical marijuana, by the way, is now legal in New Hampshire as long as it's obtained through a dispensary. Reporting live in the studio, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Executive Council candidates spare over campaign finance report filings. Executive Council David Wheeler has been accused by his Democratic opponent of violating state law by failing to file finance reports detailing his campaign's recipients and expeditors. Wheeler, a Milford Republican, said Friday that the charge leveled by Dan Weeks, a Nashua Democrat, is bogus. Ayotte Hassan spare on security issues in first debate. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
New Hampshire families first. As the nation's first credit union, our values haven't changed, but the times have. From mortgages and auto loans to mobile banking solutions, we deliver all the services and technologies you need for the way you live today. We work for the individuals, families, and businesses that make up our membership, not some distant stockholders. We always have and we always will. Bank with the nation's first credit union, St. Mary's Bank.
In front of dozens of people at the North Conway Grand Hotel, candidates for U.S. Senate, Senator Kelly Ayotte and Governor Maggie Hassan, debated for the first time.
At the end of the day, this race comes down to whether New Hampshire is going to have a senator who always stands for New Hampshire's priorities, or a senator who continues to have her agenda shaped by corporate special interests.
I'm going to continue to fight for the people of New Hampshire. I have one of the most bipartisan records because I'm focused on getting results.
Several issues were covered, including military spending, the Affordable Care Act, and foreign policy, including the nuclear deal with Iran.
This is a big difference between Governor Hassan and I. One of the first things she did when she got in this race was endorse this Iran agreement, which I think makes the country less safe.
I have concluded that the imperfect Iran deal is the best way to keep Iran from having a nuclear weapon, something that must never happen.
The two candidates also differed on balancing the budget and on gun control.
I worked in a bipartisan way when, after the Orlando shooting, to introduce legislation to keep guns from those who are too dangerous to get on a commercial flight.
Because Senator Ayotte and others standing with the gun lobby voted against expanding background checks, those same people can go online and to gun shows.
Hassan and Ayotte did agree on a few issues, such as addressing the opioid crisis here in the state.
We have worked to make sure that people on the front lines are getting the resources they need.
Not only supporting their efforts and making sure that they have what they need locally, but also going after it at its source.
Hassan and Ayotte were also asked some lighthearted questions during the debate, such as who their favorite teacher was growing up and where their favorite places to hike. You can see the entire debate on our website, WMUR.com. Reporting in the studio, Kristen Carosa, WMUR.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Trump tweets about former Miss Universe winner's sexual past. Donald Trump shamed a former beauty pageant winner Friday for her sexual history and encouraged Americans to check out what he called her sex tape in an early morning tweet storm that dragged him further away from his campaign's efforts to broaden its appeal to women. Clinton whoops in debate reactions. Trump's unfavorability edges up. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Changes how we live.
Secretary Clinton, yes. Is that okay? Good. I want you to be very happy. It's very important to me.
Well, Donald, I know you live in your own reality, but that is not the facts.
Just go to her website. She tells you how to fight ISIS on her website. You're telling the enemy everything you want to do. No wonder you've been fighting ISIS your entire adult life.
By the end of this evening, I'm going to be blamed for everything that's ever happened.
Why not?
Just join the debate by saying more crazy things.
When she releases her 33,000 emails that have been deleted, as soon as she releases them, I will release my tax returns.
I made a mistake using a private email.
That's for sure.
And if I had to do it over again, I would obviously do it differently.
That was more than a mistake. That was done purposely. I think it's disgraceful. And believe me, this country thinks it's disgraceful. It really thinks it's disgraceful.
Americans see Hillary Clinton as the winner of the first presidential debate by a near record margin in ABC News / Washington Post debate polls, with nearly half saying Donald Trump got his facts wrong and 1 in 3 saying he outrighted lied. His unpopularity grew slightly. What Trump tax report could mean for his campaign. Hillary Clinton's campaign Saturday night seized on a New York Times report about Donald Trump's 1995 tax records, in which the Times showed he declined a $916 million loss that could have allowed him to allegedly skip paying federal income taxes for years. The revolution threatened to put the controversy over Trump's refusal to follow recent president and release his tax returns at the center of the presidential campaign less than 40 days before the election, after a week in which the Republican nominee has struggled to bounce back from a debate in which most analysts and scientifically conduct polls scored Clinton as the winner. And that does it for politics right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. Goodbye, everyone.